makeup to be eating so bad, you see me, you faint. So I've already cleansed my face. I've used this moisturizer. This is the simple hydrating light moisturizer. If you want to make your makeup to last all day, use a sunscreen and you can a white cast. Trust me. The sunscreen that you're using while you're doing your makeup should, if it's possible, use that white cast sunscreen. Ila sunscreen ulibai uko like saini nini. That should be your best friend. Okay. This is why my concealers don't last, because I use a ton. I use more concealer than foundation. That is also another makeup hack. Use more concealer on your under eye, more than foundation. Okay, it's not gonna be cakey because we are going to let it sit. That is why we're letting the concealer sit for a while, because we don't want your under eye to crease. So when your concealer dries up for a little while and you leave it alone, it's gonna be, it has thick circle. And remember, we used a sunscreen and you're gonna white cast. Are you learning? Are you learning? You're learning? Okay. Nime set my face with a setting spray. So when you're blending your concealer, you want to start with the outside, okay? Unaanza hivi nje. Usianze huko ndani. Nani amekutuma huko ndani? Nobody. Ukiingia kwa mtu unaenda kama umeingia kitchen. No. So you start with the outside like this. And then you slowly work your way in. Remember, we're using our brush. We're not using our beauty blender. Beauty blender itakampa dye, okay? Beauty blender ita soak up all the concealer, and we don't want any product to go to waste, okay? And then you go in sasa. You see how my makeup hasn't moved, but it's blended. Inakaa tu mwah. That's what we want. That's what I want for you, okay? I'm your fairy makeup mother. Yeah, makeup mother. Whatever, you know what I mean. Usini correct. Start like this, okay? I know it's looking crazy, but the fuck uso ni yangu ndio najua venye nataka uso ikae. This foundation imeniserve for so long. It's the Maybelline hata hakuna shade. This is the Fit Me Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is in the shade ake misi jali guys, misi wambi mambo na shade, but sasa in it espresso. Oh my god, it's coming together. Start with the foundation brush. Setting spray again. Start it blending out. As you've noticed, sijapaka any product on my forehead, so anything that will be on your brush, you drag it on your forehead. Also skin. This is where the beauty blender comes in, because the beauty blender already vitu isha set, so now we just want them to blend, okay? So you take the beauty blender and you start blending everything out. You need first of all blend hapa pasukwe na creases. And then you take the pressed powder. What is this? My foundation brush. You take the pressed powder and press, okay? Okay, again press. So you're pressing in your powder, okay, just like that. This is not to give any definition, it's just to set. It's just to set na ku make your concealer isi move. The brush, you see this brush, it's angled. And then I take the darkest, not even the darkest, actually this palette, I love this palette with all my heart. I will take that brown. And we will start to sculpt the nose. You start with here. Unaona hapa ndani? Unaanza hapo. You do that. And we're going to draw a line, a very straight line. Okay? And we're going to do that again on the ends. Okay? Like that. So now we are going to bake. I'm not a huge fan of baking, so nawekanga tu kadogo, kakitu tu kadogo tu, you know. You can do this with your eyeliner. And that's how you do your oof. Okay, so I'm going to take this little fluffy brush. I know. Oh my god, hatujadu blush. And I know we already did blush, but guys, it's blush. I need some more. That lip combo. Okay, now, will you be listening to me when I'm talking about makeup? Why? Because I always eat, right? And you can see it. It's something that you can see. It's undeniable. Ay, 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 ay.